A secret message? Yes. The freckled boy says, "Do Calamum always like mysteries, I suppose. Do any of you know how to decipher the message?" Shoto asks, not in taking a second glance at the paper. You take it from his hand, eyes scanning the paper, searching for a deeper meaning. "Shoto," you say, pointing to the paper. "Some letters are more emphasized." You and Shoto read it together. KILLMYFAMILY. What? You say, puzzled. Kill my family? That would explain the weird wording. Whose says take eventually good care. Anyways, but why would he want his family? All eyes in the room snapped to attention, like the sentence means something deeper to them. The freckled boy looks practically interested. "It doesn't sound like a message, though," Shoto points out. "It sounds like an order." You look at Shoto, then at the confused faces of the men in the room. One face doesn't look confused at all, though. "Hey, Freckles," you say to him. "What's your name?" He looks at you, his eyes void of emotion. His voice is like a robot, chipped, automatic, controlled. "Sabuka, Your Majesty?" He sways on his feet, expressed blank. "Hello?" you ask, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Sabuka, what's wrong?" He leans against you, whispering something in your ear. His body falls to the ground, and you sense a dreadful feeling growing in your stomach. Like things are about to go very, very wrong. It's like time freezes. But then the 6 men jump to help their fallen comrade. All you can do is stare at Sabuka's body on the ground. His short-end sentence, replaying in your mind. "Kill what? The prince?" You looked around the room. Nobody heard him but you. It's clear from their faces. What's going on? "Is he okay?" "We're not sure," the doctor says. "He's always been a healthy person. Not just anyone would cause him to collapse like this." Your hands are shaking. Shoto insists you talk to Sabuka about what happened, even after you told him what the freckled boy said before he collapsed. Someone's after Shoto again. You hope the king is better soon. People are scared of him, and sometimes received is more than power. It really seems like, the doctor explains, another quirk. "Really?" you say. "You think a quirk is controlling him or something?" "Perhaps," the doctor states. "But there's no way to be sure. But the behavior you described sounded awfully familiar. Can I speak with him when he awakes?" "Of course, Your Highness." And here you are, back with the 6 men in the advisory room. They're all on edge, whispering, glancing at each other. Thankfully, Shoto is with you, so you don't have to face him alone. "First of all," you say, raising your voice, "who is the Duke's family? Do they live near the palace?" The men all swift nervously, until one of them answers. "That's the thing," he says. "The Duke is a widower. His wife died long ago, and he has never spoken of a daughter before that note gave to us." You glance at Shoto. He looked perplexed. "Did he say something strange before he disappeared?" Shoto inquires, searching the faces of the men in the room. They avoid his eyes, looking everywhere but the fucking king. At the future fucking king. He sighs, turning to you. You nod. You both leave. not sparing one look at the group of men. Nonetheless, to say, you both expect more from the king's advisors. You look back to where Sabuka is being treated. Having gotten word he's awake, you remember what the doctor said earlier about his behavior being familiar. And the more you think about it, the more you agree. He's acting similar how Takashi acted long ago. Thankfully, Takashi hasn't done anything strange since Hitoka was captured, not to mention the fact that he barely remembers her at all. You don't want to think about Hitoka and her betrayal, so instead, you turn to Shoto, who's walking beside you. I think the doctor is right, you tell him. This has to be some quirk, like a controlling type. I agree, he says. But what is the Duke's quirk? We know he used something on me, though it doesn't seem familiar to what's happening to the advisory boy. Speaking of Sabuka, you say, why did the king appoint such a young person to be his advisor? He can't be any older than us. I don't know. Now you're near the doctor, so you stop talking, instead waving him over. He's awake, the doctor tells both of you. He shouldn't be passing out any time. I hope, though, he requested there be some guards in the room while you talk. Why? Well, I guess we'll find out.